All right, let's give this another try. For the two people we have on, can you guys let me know if you can hear me? If my mic's working? Just give me a thumbs up or just say, can hear you in the chat. My mic's been kind of messed up here. Can you guys hear me? 6 people. Somebody let me know. All right, cool. DVivid Consultant. DVivid Consultant, thank you. So, do this here. We'll get started. Let's just do 4 minutes. I know I screwed this up, so let's give everyone a few minutes to trickle on here. What's going on, Derek? It's been a while, man. You got to join us on the call tomorrow. Let us know where you're at. Techni Yappa, tell me in 1 sentence, I don't have time. Well, that's too bad, man. You have to watch the replay. I'm not on your schedule here. Hey, Derek, how's it been going? Have you been still hitting the prospecting and all the outflow activities?
Sorry.
Okay, we got 2. Let's just do 2.5, 3 minutes or so, and then we'll get rolling. Cool. Yeah, Derek, hop on tomorrow, man. I'd love to see where you're at, get some updates from you. Okay, let's get started in 1 minute. Oh yeah, by the way, if you guys are just joining Quaranstream for the first time, I usually cover like a question or some kind of lesson. And then at the end, we do a little bit of Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, you can pop them into the chat box. I'm not going to answer them right away, but I'll answer them right after I talk about the topic today. All right, let's see. Make sure that I'm talking to my Facebook group. All right, let's get rolling. So as some of you probably know, like I know Derek, you know, you're in my accelerator program. Some of you guys have been following my YouTube channel for a few months now. So you probably know that for the last since 2017, we've been offering LinkedIn lead gen as a service to high ticket B2B companies, mainly in the technology space. In March this year, right before COVID hit, or actually right when COVID hit, I was already thinking about doing this, but we made a switch from our core service offering from LinkedIn lead gen to email marketing. So what I want to do today is I've been getting a lot of questions from people since I just released the email marketing rainmaker video series. People are worried. They're like, why did you switch from LinkedIn? There's some people on my list that are doing LinkedIn lead gen and they're worried that it's no longer profitable. And they're asking questions about drop servicing and they're getting freaked out. But I want to clarify why we made the switch and set your mind at ease that, I mean, LinkedIn is still a great service to offer. It's just, there's a few reasons why I made that switch. So there's three main reasons. The first is our future goals. So where we want it to be in 5 years. So when you're starting your business, and when we just started in 2017, with the LinkedIn service, or we started our agency in 2017, our goals were different than they are now when we're trying to scale to bigger numbers and we're trying to scale up our revenue and how much money we're making. So where we want to be in 5 years, I don't want to be known as the LinkedIn guys forever. That's not my goal. It's not really, LinkedIn is just a platform for me. What I really like is copywriting and writing words that sell. So when COVID hit, I spotted an opportunity because I knew businesses were going to be tighter with their money, meaning they're not going to be as willing to just invest in marketing services as they were before COVID hit. So what we're doing now is we're reaching out to companies who already have an existing asset, which is their email list, and we're helping them monetize that. And a lot of these businesses, they're not monetizing it. They're not emailing their list enough. They have like a gold mine that they're sitting on, and they are in a tight spot. They need money. So we're going to these companies that already have email lists, these 6, 7, 8-figure companies, and we're telling them that we can monetize a dormant asset. They have this asset that they're not getting money from, and we can go and make money from something they already have from their existing customers. So that's the first thing, is our future goals. Where we want to be in 5 years is not in the LinkedIn space. I love LinkedIn as a platform to generate leads, but I don't want to just be doing LinkedIn for the rest of my life. So LinkedIn is just a part of our strategy, but what we really like is copywriting, which is why we're moving into that. Reason number 2 is I didn't want to be reliant on someone else's platform. So about a year ago, LinkedIn made some changes to their algorithm that we had a little over, I think we had 32 client accounts at the time, and we were like screwed for about a week. We were scrambling, trying to figure out how to make changes on all our client accounts. We had to change all of our personal accounts. We had to go and change a bunch of things that we were doing with our service, all because LinkedIn made a change that we didn't know about. So I didn't want to, that kind of scared me. I didn't want to be reliant on someone else's platform because it becomes harder to scale when you have to worry about the platform that you're on, being LinkedIn, always making these changes that you're not aware about. And the same thing goes for, like, if any of you are on even like Facebook ads or Google ads or anything that relies completely on someone else's platform, that's always going to be in the back of your mind, right? It's like when Facebook makes a change, for example, I spend a lot of money on Facebook ads. When Facebook makes a change to their algorithm, it screws everybody over. You can see everybody talking about it on Facebook, in Facebook groups. You can see people talking about it on blogs. So I really didn't want to deal with that. It made it very stressful for me to continue scaling when I had to worry about LinkedIn making all these small changes that could screw our service up for 30 plus client accounts. So that's the second thing. I don't want to be reliant on someone else's platform. The third thing is just I simply love copywriting. It's a major problem, other than the fact that I love it. It's a major problem that most businesses have not figured out how to solve. So I love learning about it. I love doing it. I love helping other people with it. I love training people how to do it. And Growth Response, it was basically already a copywriting agency. It's just that we were writing, instead of email messages or email marketing to someone's existing list, we were writing copy for LinkedIn outreach messages, for cold email messages. So what we're doing is pretty much the same thing. We're still writing copy. We're still sending messages. It's just to a different type of target audience. We're sending it to people who have already opted in, who are already customers of whoever we're working with. And we're figuring out how to make more money from their existing customers. So instead of going out to a cold market, instead of doing outbound, we're doing more just going to their existing asset, their email list, and monetizing that, which is, I like that a lot more because All we're doing now is we're writing messages on a Google Doc and we're handing it over to our clients. That is basically the service right there. We write all their email messages, we map it out for them, we map out their sequencing, we hand it over for them, we get a big upfront fee, and then we also get a recurring royalty. So a revenue share, 5% revenue share on any sequences that we set up. So yeah, those are the three main reasons. Number one was the future goals. We didn't want to be just the LinkedIn guys for in the next 5 to 10 years. I didn't want to be reliant on someone else's platform. And the third reason is I love copywriting, and it's what I want to do. I don't want to worry about other people's platforms and getting, shut down or any algorithm changes. So now with this new service, there's so many different things I can do, right? I can do premium consulting. I can go back into a drop servicing model where I teach my VAs to write the emails for me and get, a higher volume of clients. I can work with a lower volume of clients and operate more like a freelancer where we just charge a huge upfront fee, anywhere from $10,000 to $25,000 and a percentage of whatever we set up. I can start to create info products around it. I think there's a lot more opportunity for me personally in the email marketing space because I love doing it. And I feel like there's a lot more opportunity for me to provide value to people in this space. So for those of you asking, does drop servicing still work? Is LinkedIn still profitable as a service? Absolutely, yes. If you want to get to 10 to 50K per month, LinkedIn is absolutely still perfectly fine to do that. It's just that, again, for the reasons I stated, if you missed this or you're just jumping on, I'm not looking at the chat right now. It's just, I didn't like relying on their platform to run my business. So if you're just getting started and you're looking to get the 6 figures or multiple 6 figures per year, LinkedIn can still help you do that. It is still an amazingly valuable service. It's just, we had different goals moving forward. I didn't want to be doing this forever. So those are the 3 main things. I'm going to hop back into the chat now. If you guys have questions, we'll jump into it. All right. Fitness Curator asks, how to become financially stable? Well, you become financially stable by making money. And the way that you make money is you provide value to people in exchange for money. So that's what drop servicing is, right? You're delivering high value services and you're collecting a paycheck for it. Big Trends TV. Ryan says best content on YouTube. Thanks, Ryan. Big Trend says, hey, Sean, I have a prospect for my email marketing business who wants to know the price of one long email copy. What is a suitable price range for that, in your opinion? A good place to start is probably like in the $100 to $200 per email range. Maybe even like if you're just getting started, in the $50 to $200 per an email range. I don't like to sell one-off emails. I usually sell it in a package. So, if you watch my other videos, like on drop servicing as well, I like recurring types of services. And if it's not recurring, at least things I can charge like a package deal for. I don't like charging for one-off custom type deals. Rohan says, you used to do lead qualifying or just generation? We just do lead gen. For LinkedIn, if you're asking about LinkedIn and cold email, yeah, we get them to that first phone call. So we don't qualify, we just get them to that phone call. Abaza says, you probably answered this already, but I just logged in here. Here's a question. Why do you favor... Abaza, that is what this entire stream is about. Why do you favor email over LinkedIn? I just talked about that. So you'll have to watch the replay. Amazing 10 says, hey, where can I outsource Instagram marketing for drop servicing? I don't know. I don't know a specific company. If you want to figure out how to do that, I have a bunch of videos on how to provide or how to find providers for services. So you can Google it. You can go to places like Upwork. You can just There's certain Facebook groups as well where there's people that are offering services. So I would say to start with Google, start Googling like Instagram marketing, white label providers, or go to Upwork and look for people on there. That's where you can find people to outsource it to. Okay, big trends. I don't know what you're asking here. Facebook special ad category. I don't know what you're asking there, but it looks like you think it's funny. Thomas says, were there any major hiccups in the transition from LinkedIn to email? No, the only confusing thing is I still have, there's like articles about growth response, like over Google and just on like my LinkedIn profile. And people are still referring business to us for our LinkedIn service. So the only thing that's difficult is we have people asking us to do LinkedIn for them. And we have to turn most of those people away. So transitioning from LinkedIn to email, the difficult part is just getting all our messaging around the new email marketing service on all the sources so that we stop getting inquiries about LinkedIn. The transition itself, no, it wasn't really hard. We kept most of our existing customers who wanted to stay on. So any existing customers that we have on our LinkedIn service and that wanted to stay on, we gave them the option, said, hey, we'll continue to service you on LinkedIn. It's just that moving forward, we're going to be focusing more on email marketing. And what happened when we talked to them about that is we actually signed up 5 of our existing clients on the new email service. So no major hiccups. It was pretty easy, to be honest. It's just that we're still getting inquiries about LinkedIn. Rohan says, but people are saying they're having automation setups for connections. What to do? I think you're pitching it the wrong way, Rohan. No, you shouldn't be telling them like, this is how many connections we're doing for you. You should be talking strictly about the result. So you should be talking to them about how you help them get more of those discovery calls, how you help them get more high-end leads, how you help them get more conversations with their target market. You shouldn't be talking about the nitty-gritty, we send 2,000 connections per month. You also shouldn't be telling them about automations because, yeah, don't be talking to your prospects about automation setup. Ibrahim says, I want to start job servicing, but I'm not a fluent speaker. I mean, I speak English, but not too good. I mean, Ibrahim, the only thing I can tell you is maybe you can work with people that you do speak their language. You can work with people in your country and help them. I don't have an easy answer for any of you that don't speak English or that don't speak good English and you're trying to target English-speaking countries. The truth is, it's going to be more difficult. That's just the way it is. You have to either find like a partner who can speak English pretty well, or you're going to start targeting people in your country. Derek says, how much of the copywriting do you outsource for your email service? Derek, none right now. It's all me. So I have 5 virtual assistants on my team, and they are still servicing our existing LinkedIn clients. So I'm mainly writing all the emails for any of the clients that we've taken on for the email service. I did have a copywriter, Derek, you might have heard this on one of our accelerator calls. He just ghosted me earlier this year. Like, he worked with us for years, and I don't know what happened to him. He just disappeared. He used to write all of our LinkedIn sequences, and he is no longer there. So right now I'm writing all the emails myself. I'm even writing some of this doesn't happen too much now because we stopped accepting new people, but I've been writing some of the cold messages for LinkedIn as well. Rohan says, when I'm pitching LinkedIn lead outreach, lead gen, they are saying you'll just send messages and not qualify. So how is it helpful? Well, the way it's helpful is if they're not currently generating conversations and phone calls from LinkedIn, that's what you help them do. You help them generate those phone calls. Rohan, it sounds like you might be targeting the wrong market. You need to be targeting people with high ticket solutions who are business to business, who work off of phone calls. They close deals off of phone calls. Those are the people that we work with for LinkedIn. Kiat says, could you please share some effective email sequences and segmentation strategies to zero down on ideal clients from a list of prospects? Kiat, I'm probably not the best person to ask about this. My email marketing sequences and strategies are very, very simple. The main sequence that that I do is just a daily email. If you're on my list, you can see this. I send out a daily email at around 8 a.m. every single day. And that helps to generate a huge amount of sales. I have some basic sequences around, like when someone joins my Facebook group or someone opts in for some kind of free training or free lead magnet that I have, there's a welcome sequence that they get, which is 10 emails or so. I also have an abandoned cart sequence, which is when someone tries to buy like my ebook, for example, and they start checking out and they leave, they get an abandoned cart sequence. And the other thing that I have is for existing customers, we have like a VIP sequence to sell some of our back-end products and services, our higher ticket stuff. So yeah, it's not, the more complicated you get, especially if you're just getting started, the more overwhelmed and confused you're going to get. You should be really focusing on just writing good emails and keeping it real simple. So we have a daily email, we have a welcome sequence, an abandoned cart sequence, and then we have a VIP sequence to upsell existing customers on higher ticket stuff. Kiat says, question number 2, could you share a little bit more about your future expansion plans? Since copywriting is predominantly an art that ties in closely with your personal skill level, how would you scale from there? Kiat, good question. I'm not really sure yet, to be honest. So right now we charge a big upfront fee. It's anywhere from 7.5K to 10K upfront, and then 5% gross revenue on any sequences that we set up. We only have 3 clients so far on that type of deal structure that we have set up. Going forward, I may just continue with that, or I may start to build out like an agency style team and hire people and train them to write the email copy for us. But I'm not really sure which way I want to go yet. So I'm still trying to figure that out. Right now, I'm just trying to get results for our existing clients and testing out the service on the few that have signed up. And I'm not really sure yet where we're going to scale from here. So like I said, I really do love copywriting. I love learning about it, doing it, helping people with it. So it might just end up me doing it by myself and setting up these royalty deals where I can get paid more for a lower amount of clients. Not really sure yet. You guys will probably see, I pretty much update you guys live on my YouTube channel on all the new stuff that I'm working on. Ryan Bozeman, do you plan to turn your email marketing service into a monthly service? So Ryan, the 5 existing clients that we have for our email marketing service are on when I first rolled this out, and I don't know if I'm going to continue to do this yet, like I just answered to Kiat here, but the 5 existing clients that we've had, they are on a daily email service. So Monday through Friday, so 20 emails a month, Monday through Friday, we're writing them an email, and I basically hand over a Google Doc with 20 emails per month to them, and they pay $3,500 per month for that. So that is if you guys are looking for a monthly service to roll out around email, it could be a daily email service. That's the easiest thing to sell, because most businesses are not emailing Monday through Friday. And you can turn it into a monthly recurring service, because every day, week, and month, they need more emails. They don't just stop needing emails, right? So you can turn a daily email service. That's the easiest thing to turn into a recurring, ongoing service. A fitness curator says, what are your different income streams? Where do you invest your money? Income streams. So I have my consultancy agency, growthresponse.io. That is the main income source. I have my online education company, info publishing company, which is Productized Profits, and SeanAnthony.co, where I sell my information products and programs. That's another source. I have YouTube, which is not that much. It's like, $600-700 per month from YouTube ad revenue. I have some affiliate sales coming in from the various tools that I recommend, tools and softwares and programs. And those are the main income sources. I also, where do I invest my money? I'm pretty basic with it. I invested into some stocks and some index funds. If you guys want a good investing book, or just, I don't know if it's like the best, but I follow it. It's pretty simple. I like to keep my investments just like pretty hands off. A book by Ramit Sethi, I think is how you say it. Ramit Sethi is how you say his name. I Will Teach You to Be Rich. It's, I think he just released an updated version in 2019. So you can go to Amazon and pick that up. It's a pretty good book. All right, guys, we got about 10 more minutes here. Do you recommend LinkedIn lead generation or finding emails from D7 Lead Finder and sending it using SendGrid for someone starting an agency? Ragav, yeah. I don't really understand your question. Are you asking if it's useful to send cold emails from D7 for a new agency? If that's your question, then yes. Yeah, definitely. Nilabra says, just wanted to ask, when is the right time to hire a freelancer to do the work? You can do it in the beginning if you want to focus on the sales aspect, or you can, if you want to learn it, like let's say you want to get into copywriting, for example, or email marketing, email copywriting, you could do what I'm doing. I'm basically operating like a freelancer right now because I love doing it. You can do the work yourself first if you want, and then hire out once you figured it out, once you've figured out the system and process for doing things. So when is the right time? That's up to you. If you want to just focus on sales and getting clients and making money, you can go after like a pure drop servicing model where you hire someone from the start, or you can operate like a freelancer first and then hire people in-house once you have a system. Ibrahim says, hi, Sean, do you recommend for a beginner lead gen or drop servicing? Lead gen can be drop serviced. I don't understand your question, Ibrahim. Guys, drop servicing is just a fancy term, a hot term for outsourcing. It can be applied to anything. You can outsource any service you want, right? Any service or product you want. It's basically you are outsourcing. It's service arbitrage. You can sign up for a service from a freelancer or whatever their price is. You can sell the service for a higher price. You collect the difference, and that can be done across anything. Ryan Bozeman, when you offered LinkedIn, did you go as far as to set the appointments through Calendly? No, I did not. How did you track who showed up? We didn't really track it. We just give them a Google sheet of people who expressed interest on hopping on a phone call, and our clients it would be their responsibility to jump on that phone call. We did not set the appointments. We actually did do that in the beginning. It was just kind of a mess. It wasn't worth it. So we stopped doing that. Ray says, how reluctant are companies with doing a 5% revenue share? And are you dripping the sequences or 30-day sent at once? So how reluctant are companies? Well, we don't have a ton. I'm not doing a ton of volume right now of like doing outreach. I'm more servicing our existing clients. The 5% revenue share, if you are just getting started, you can't do that. You have to have some kind of like proof that you can actually kill it for them. Like you can actually get them results. And you got to show that to them. So for me, I give them examples of like other clients that we've written emails for. I give them examples of my emails. I'm publishing pretty much all my daily emails on my website, seananthony.co. And so they can see that I'm actually doing this. I'm a practitioner, and they feel more comfortable about that. And also what we're doing is the 5% revenue share of gross revenue share is only on the sequences that we set up. So if they don't have a certain sequence that we set up, it's just new money to them, right? So it's just like, hey, we're going to take 5% of the revenue on this new sequence, which is new money for you, which you didn't already have set up in your business. So it's not like we're costing them anything. We're opening up a new source of income for them on a monthly, quarterly, yearly basis, and we're just taking a percentage of that. So it's not like we're diving into their existing business and taking 5% of that. We're taking 5% of revenue on any new stuff that we set up through our email marketing sequences. Are we dripping the sequences or 30 days sent at once? Oh, you don't want to send 30 emails at once. Are you asking 30 emails to their list at once? If so, absolutely not. You're going to get marked as spam. So we hand them like every 2 weeks, we hand them a Google Doc with 2 weeks worth of emails for the following 2 weeks. And then we tell them how to space it out. And then we hand it to them on a Google Doc. That's pretty much all we're doing. Nicholas Bach says, I'm selling apps to local businesses. I know you don't like dealing with the niches in them. My offer is a free development and I milk them on a monthly retainer. Any advice? I don't really know the app development space too much, Nicholas. I don't know what a free development means. That sounds like a lot of work to do for free. So I can't give any advice. I don't know the app space at all. Fitness Curator asks, how many hours do I need to work if I'm trying to build a 6-figure or 7-figure drop servicing business? As many hours as it takes. I can't give you an exact hour amount. Races, do you just pitch specific sequences such as abandoned cart? Yeah, we have a certain package with the main sequences that we can help them set up. And we have a call with them, like a discovery call, and we figure out what they currently have set up. And then we go and identify sequences that we can set up where it would make them new money. And then we get paid based on that. Abandoned cart is one of them. Yep. You'd be shocked at how many of these companies, successful companies, don't have like a simple abandoned cart sequence set up. Rohan says, you're charging 7.5K to 10K upfront per month. No, not per month, just a one time. And then we get a percentage on the 5% on the gross revenue. Nilabra says, can you please show some examples of the emails that successfully turned your prospects into clients in future videos? Nilabra, I have shown emails on I have multiple videos on cold emails. Okay, guys, let's see. We're running out of time here, so I'm going to try and breeze through these. I'm cutting it at Kiat. Kiat is the last person. So Raghav says, how much would you pay for good content marketing to generate leads for SMMA, if at all you recommended content marketing? Raghav, I can't answer that. That's pretty vague. You have to look at the market. I don't know how much people are charging for content marketing. So I would look at the market first, and I'd also look at what it would cost me to hire people to do it. And I'd use the 3X rule that I talk about in my ebook. Fitness Curator, how to become a good copywriter? I mean, from where to start learning? Books, a lot of books on Amazon. And also, if you go to swiped.co, there are old newsletters from people like Gary Halbert and just like the top A-list copywriters in history. And what I'd recommend doing is looking at like the top sales letters on a website like swipe.co and handwriting them. And what that's going to do is, I learned this trick from a guy named Ian Stanley, and he was recommending doing it around emails. Ian Stanley and Ben Settle have recommended doing this. And it's a really good exercise to do on a daily basis. And if you do it for 30 days, you're going to become pretty knowledgeable around copywriting by handwriting the best copywriting pieces in history. So go to swipe.co. I would recommend looking at people like Gary Halbert and hand copying their sales letters. and David Ogilvy and Eugene Schwartz. Those are good people to hand copy from. And there's this like psychological thing that happens where you just start to understand like the structure a lot better, and you can understand the flow of good copy. So I'd recommend for 30 days or so, get a few books, hand copy some sales letters, and you'll get better at it over time. Linear Man, would you make a video on books you have? Yeah, I can do that for sure. Yusu says, I'm interested in Tribe of Profits. I have a quick dumb question. Do you show us warming up emails and everything related to it? I am thinking to use it for myself for my future web agency. Yusu's Tribe of Profits is more just general, like all around online marketing skills. So things are around like picking your market. I'm going to be talking more about lead generation. I'm going to be talking more about sales in there. So it's more around general skills. I don't talk about warming up emails. I have other products for that, like my ultimate client acquisition playbook and my accelerator. It's not going to be in the Tribe of Profits if you're looking strictly for warming up emails. Raghav says, my question was, is LinkedIn better for generating leads or email? We use both. I like LinkedIn better because you connect with people and they can see your profile and do some research on you before connecting. I like LinkedIn, but we use both. Cold email works as well. Derek says, how much of an increase in sales have you been able to get for your email clients? Has it been consistent? Derek, it's been 20% plus. So our clients have been pretty happy with so here's the thing. You have to go after the right clients, right? The clients that we went after, they have an email list. So the existing clients that we signed up on our daily email service, they were only emailing like once every week, once every other week, sometimes once per month. Now, if you go into these companies that already have a list, that are already doing, like 7 figures or more per year, or even like mid to high 6 figures per year, and you go in and you email daily to their list, you can blow up their business. I'm not even joking. If you know how to write good emails and they're currently not emailing on a daily basis, you can have a massive impact on their business. So we've been adding, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 extra per month. We've only been doing this since April or so, but it's been pretty consistent. Yeah. Guys, again, I'm stopping this at Kiat because I need to get to work here. Ryan says, for your email deals that include commissions, how do you go about tracking the sales that you generate through your emails? Well, the email softwares on the market today make it pretty easy. You can see where the sales are coming from. And if we set up a separate sequence for them, we can track that as well. So the email service providers out there, things like Klaviyo, ActiveCampaign, there's tracking software that can help you track the sales. It's pretty easy to do that. Kiat says, I'll stop it at linear after Kiat. So Kiat says, could you share any good online resources on email sequences templates? No, I don't really use templates. Here's the thing about templates. If you can find a template online, the chances are everybody's using it. And you don't want to use the same template that everybody's using. So if you can just Google search templates and something comes up and you can see it, most of the time everyone's going to be using it. What you want to be focused more on is the structure of the email, right? The formula for writing the email, like the subject line, the lead of the email, the meat or the body, transition, the call to action. You want to be studying good emails, like get on people like Ben Settle's list and study how he does emails. But as far as templates, I don't have any resources I can share because I don't really look for templates just free on the internet because I know everybody is using those. Okay, last question. Linear Man. How does email newsletter business work? I have seen a website where they offer daily free positive news. So how do they earn? Well, there's sponsorship deals. There's affiliate deals where they can have offers within their email or on their website. So let's say that you sign up. I did on my first video, I think I showed you Scott's Cheap Flights and the Skim. They have like promotions and advertisements on their website and within their emails. So they make a commission off of that, like an affiliate marketing sale. They can also promote their own services, right? Like I think Scott's Cheap Flights has a subscription that's like $9 a month or so, like that, to get the premium flight alerts. So there's a ton of different ways that you can monetize an email business, but it's really simple. You're building a list and you're emailing them valuable offers, products and services that solve a problem that they have. Okay, so it could be your own products, it could be somebody else's, but really that's all it is you're picking a niche, you're building a list, and you're sending them offers. And whenever they buy, you're either getting a cut, like an affiliate commission, or you're getting a sale, which is on your own products or services. So if they're offering daily free positive news, chances are they're probably generating a ton of traffic, and they're probably making their money. If they're not offering products or services, they're making it on sponsorships and advertisements and affiliate marketing or affiliate products. Okay, so that's the last question I am going to answer. What I'm going to do is I'm opening up a new Facebook group here soon. I know some of you are still waiting to join. I have not opened it yet, but I'm going to pop this in the chat box. Okay. So I popped the link to the group. I'll link to it in the description for those of you watching the replay. But it's a new group called Email Marketing Rainmakers, specifically around email marketing and email copywriting. I'm going to be opening that up in the next week. So join that. It's going to be pretty sick. I'm going to be sharing stuff that's strictly around email again and helping you grow and scale your business with email. Should be opening in the next few days, next week at the latest. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for jumping on and asking questions and engaging. I'll see you next week and on Tuesday for the video number 2 in the Email Marketing Rainmaker series. Take care.